Hi, here we are. COVID Mageddon 2020, day 71, hashtag grounded. 71 days. Does this hair look like it's been uncut for 71 days? Joan and I were talking this morning and realized that we were supposed to get our hair cut maybe a week before all of this started. So that was canceled. And during this time, I probably would have gotten my hair cut twice, either including that one and one more, or one more, or one after that, and then another one coming up. But so my hair is crazy long. The beard is, it's fine. It's kind of slowed down because I trim it to keep it looking neat, so that keeps it from growing fast. And anyhow, I started making these videos a long time ago when we all got sent home, and kind of slowed down. There's not a whole lot to talk about. It's kind of the same thing over and over and over again. We are falling into a groove, and people are doing really well, coordinating themselves online. But like I've been saying throughout all of this, is the disconnected part is pretty hard, and I think it's working out a lot better than we thought it would. I was talking with my boss today, who thinks that, a lot of the stigma of working from home, you don't have to put the air quotes around it. Oh, working from home. We can work from home. We do work from home. We have a lot of people working from home. It's not as efficient as not working from home, but it's okay. You can actually do it. It's getting a little bit more difficult for the IT department because we're not always there to support people as well as we need to. So that's a little bit more of a challenge. I did go into the office today. There's a few hands-on things that I needed to do, so I went in, and I was really surprised. I got there 8 o'clock, 8:15, which is like 2 hours later than usual for me. But the parking lot was pretty full, for stay home, stay healthy, work from home, telework. We have a lot of people at work. I would venture to say there's more butts in chairs than there are chairs that need to have butts in them. And then people are just going back to work. And I've talked about this before, that this is the kind of the social end of the pandemic, that people say, this isn't working. It's worth the risk to go to work, or, I'll just go to work and close my office door and I'll stay in there all day. So seeing more of that, a lot more traffic on the road, especially this last weekend. Of course, our weather's turning nicer, but a lot more traffic, a lot more people out and about. It's back more to normal in that regard. And then, of course, today, our county was awarded, selected, approved. I bet approved is the right word, for going to phase 2 of this whole process, and that'll be good. There's some odd things, and there's some good things. Some of the good things, restaurants get to open. They've got some criteria. Tables got to be 6 feet apart, no more than 5 people at a table, 50% occupancy, stuff like that. They still want people to do telework where they can. And it's highly encouraged that way. So some of the things that we want to do at work will continue to support that in the areas that can. Some of our policies for the essential portions of our business have recently changed, so we will begin to require those essential people to be at work. New construction gets to start back up. That's awesome for us, and as well as additional manufacturing. And on the news this morning, I saw that the jobs report came in better, and with manufacturing starting up in this area, we should see a lot of encouraging things going on in the economic engine surrounding us here. So we're pretty excited about that. I said the restaurants are coming open, but get to do inside dining. And today, Joan called to make an appointment because there was a birthday in our family coming up, and made an appointment. We were there first, not an appointment. What? A reservation. We were their first post-COVID reservation for inside seating. Kind of fun, kind of exciting, and we're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to the opportunity to celebrate that birthday. We were afraid that a pretty special birthday was going to be not celebratable in the way that that person likes to celebrate. So, and the really good news, the hair salons are going to open up. The place that we get our haircuts is going to start taking online reservations on Sunday night. They are apparently going to start contacting all of the people that had appointments that couldn't get to them because they were shut down, and begin to schedule them in. They've extended their hours to like 11 o'clock at night to, one, get the backlog filled up, and two, I think because they're not going to be able to have the chairs 5 feet apart. It's going to be a little bit different process. So looking forward to that. I haven't decided if it's time to shave or not. Joan would say no. I haven't decided. I'm not going back to work, but a number of people have encouraged me with it and like it. So I don't know. I haven't really decided there. And to address some of the elephant in the room, what's happened in this month? We've had a lot of protests. We had a protest in our neighborhood, a little bit away, the next street over. And I wouldn't really call it a protest because the protests are getting a bad rap. This was a demonstration. It was a peaceful demonstration. They walked from one end of town to the other end. They had their signs. They were, doing the what's the right word? They were chanting, but it was acceptable. They weren't hostile. They weren't being aggressive. They walked to the other end of town and met in a park and did the stuff that they're going to do. So that was cool. If you've been watching the news, you know the stuff that's going on, and not far from us, down in the Bellevue area, there was rioting. That's the bad side of protesting. They were not there to do the demonstrations. They weren't really there in support of George Floyd. I really don't know what that part of their protest is for. It sure brought attention to it. I have a friend that lives in that neighborhood, and she said it was kind of scary, but she saw mostly peaceful protesting going on, or peaceful demonstrations going on. Something a little humorous that came out of it is you would see people coming out of the mall with their arms just full. They'd obviously walked up to a rack in Macy's, grabbed everything, and came out. And I think this is kind of the attitude of my wife. She said, "How do they know they fit?" Thinking, that's not really the point. I'm not sure what the point is, but the point isn't that they're shopping for themselves. Their point is that they're getting stuff. And it wasn't until later that it was mentioned to me that that particular mall has a Lego store. I'm thinking, okay, you might have just lowered the bar enough for me to consider looting and rioting. That's a joke. Okay, that's just a joke. Because there's some Legos out there right now that are really cool, really expensive, but I'm not gonna go loot and riot a mall for Legos. Anyhow, the bucket garden, if you've been following that, is going pretty good. Zucchinis grow like crazy. That thing is 3 times the size of what it was when I showed the pictures. The pepper plants are doing pretty good. The sunflowers are growing like crazy. And Joan and I are making a table so that we can put it out on the deck to put things like, the watering can and the stuff that we use out there that's all just piled in the corner. So that's a little project that we're working on together. And my daughter is looking on the other side of the camera simply to be bothersome. She's got a new whiskey she likes. telling it's going well. We've been collecting water. We had this crazy rainstorm come through. I should have taken pictures. All this water coming through, and we've got these newly planted plants, and all the water's going down through it and coming out, and in the drip pans in the bottom is this beautifully dark black water. That's all the nutrients. So I found a way to collect it, and I've collected 6 gallons of that run through water that's all full of nutrients, and it smells just like good quality dirt in the cow farm. But I've been saving that because it's going to get hot. It's going to get warm. We're going to have to water the things eventually. And I like to put this nutrients back into this expensive topsoil that's in there. So we're pretty excited to get the table built. Tomorrow we'll paint part of it and we'll finish it up. I had Joan sanding. I had her running the radial arm saw, doing the stuff that she was comfortable with, and we're having fun. We're building this table, and when it gets all done, I'll show some pictures of it. I haven't been videoing it. I've just been enjoying the time with her making the table. So I think that's about all I've got. Yeah, we're beginning to, like I said, kind of winding down this COVID thing, and I think the protests are kind of winding down. If I didn't say it, that's a terrible thing that happened to George Floyd. It's a terrible situation that's apparently what the police felt they needed to do in that situation. I wasn't there. All I've seen is the video that anybody else had seen. I haven't studied it. I haven't looked up real hard at it. It's tragic. Nobody should die being detained by the police. Their skill set, their training should train them to avoid that and not make it necessary. They've got the lethal force tools. That's not one of them. That's not how that works. That was not in defense of that police officer's life. So George Floyd should not have lost his life. It's tragic. I'm not as in tune with systemic racism. My daughter is talking to me about it. She's very in touch with it. She has a very good understanding of it, and she's very patient with her mom and I as we're learning about this stuff. So anyhow, I think that's about all I got. Stay grounded, stay safe, like and subscribe. I've done a lot of these videos. I have a new microphone. I should have told you that. Hopefully this sounds better. I had some recordings early on that somebody says, I can't hear, sound please, your sound is no good. So I got a new microphone. I bet the sound's a lot better. Give me a thumbs up if it is. Leave a comment if it's good. Message me, do whatever, interact with me on this. I'm excited as I'm beginning to play on this journey. I'm learning a piece of editing software. So anyhow, like, subscribe. I hope it gets better. Hang in there with me. We'll see. Give me comments. If you want me to do something, if you've got an idea of something that I should do, let me know. I might give it a shot. I'll probably tell you if I can't do that or don't know how to do that, or if I don't think that would be any good for me to show you. I do have a microwave oven transformer. I've already made a video on that. You might look back a ways. Maybe I'll put a little tag on my microwave oven video on this. So anyhow, if I do, it'll be like right here. I think that's where it'll go. It's like right up in here. I'll try to make that happen. Anyhow, thanks. Like and subscribe.
Oh my gosh, did I interrupt you?
My daughter just likes walking around, hearing what's going on. I think she really wants to be on camera. I'm not sure why.
Hi! Oh, I'm just giving the cat water and distracting my where's the thing? Is it right there? Okay. Hi. Okay, bye.